As if it couldn't get any better, we have some breaking news in the world of Zepbound. Researchers out of the University of Michigan just published their study in the Endocrine Society where they found that if they gave mice who had breast cancer, very important, mice that had breast cancer, if they gave them Zepbound, they found that as they lost body weight, their tumors actually shrank. Why does that make sense? That makes entire sense in my head for a couple plausible reasons. Now remember, this is just mice, but if we extrapolate the thought process to humans, here's how it goes. If you decrease your weight, you're going to decrease the total amount of estrogen floating around your body. Why is that? When you have increased fat throughout your body as a female, you have increased estrogen production because of the aromatase activity. If you decrease that, you're going to decrease estrogen, which is kind of the fuel for a lot of breast cancers. Number two, insulin sensitivity. If you decrease the amount of insulin that's floating around your body, remember, insulin is a growth hormone. If you decrease the total amount of insulin in your body by increasing your insulin sensitivity, basically regulating your insulin so your body doesn't have to pump out extra insulin. If you decrease the total amount of insulin in your body, you're probably going to shrink the tumor itself. Finally, the inflammatory processes that are in the body. So if you have increased inflammatory processes from increased fat, we're talking about IL-6, TNF-alpha, and other inflammatory markers like CRP in your body. If you decrease the total amount of fat, you're going to decrease the inflammation. You're going to get rid of a lot of these fueling agents that help fuel breast cancer in general. Finally, there is a thought out there, it hasn't been proven yet, but potentially the GLP-1 agonist could attack the tumor directly. Now, this hasn't been proven. This is all theoretical. It's only been proven in mice so far, but it's groundbreaking information. Very exciting. And finally, what are your thoughts about the food that we eat? If we decrease the total amount of food that we eat, especially the processed food, is there a potential that we could decrease a lot of the cancers in our society? Leave me a comment below. You know I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.